Welcome into another edition of Degenerates Corner here at GNASS. I'm one of your hosts, John Santina, in a nice sunny winter day here in Toronto. And with me, as always, Alex Lacasse. Alex, how are things out in the
Hi.
Shire, my friend?
Well, John, I'm so white. I've already found myself sunburnt, and it's not even. It's. We're going into the dead of winter, and I don't know
Buddy,
for our viewers at home can see, but I already got
it's
sunburns around my eyes from my sunglasses. Uh,
it's bad, my friend. It's bad. It looks like he got hit with those old ski goggle burns right now. So
oh yeah.
for those who don't have access to view our show, but Alex, it's been a wonderful week. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our American viewers. That's why we've had a bit of a break in the show. So I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving, a great time seeing all their family. Alex, how was your Thanksgiving, my friend?
Same old, same old. Just a lovely occasion with the family, and uh, for an afternoon of watching, dare I say, mediocre, bordering on bad football.
Oh, we can be upfront about it, Alex. How'd you feel about what games you watched? Let's start with that.
Well, John, as we jump right into bad football, I was going to come on here and talk about, oh my God, since week one, when the Lions opened the NFL's season, going into Arrowhead Stadium and beating the Chiefs. Everyone's been on the Lions this year. Oh my God, the Lions! Like Dan Campbell running quite the program out there, and yet only to be 6-2, or excuse me, 8-2 going into US Thanksgiving, literally for the first time since before some populations in this country could vote. And so everyone was excited finally to be subjected to Lions football on Thanksgiving Day. And what, they spot the Packers 14 points off the jump. um, and so, I mean, the Lions, I guess, made things interesting, but the more things change, the more they stay the same, John. However, and so I was going to talk about the Lions coming out here and laying an egg on Thanksgiving, and because they're the Lions, they're not going to be in the Super Bowl. Let's be real here. But then the New York Jets played on Friday, in which Jeff Bezos and I have had our qualms over the years, as one would expect. But finally, Jeff Bezos, he pays what, $1 billion for the NFL product to get a lot of trash Thursday night football games. But I've been pleading, asking for years for one Friday NFL game at least. And so Black Friday seems as good as Friday as any to put one on the calendar. I actually wasn't watching the game. I was watching the Celtics gag away matinee affair against the upstart Orlando Magic. But we're neither here nor there. I flip over during halftime, and I guess during a quarter break. And this is right before going into the half. Tim Boyle uncorks one, I think just inside the 50, going for that Hail Mary, throws short at the goal line. And the second the Miami defender picked off that ball, I was like, he's probably going to run this back because it's the New York Jets. And sure enough, it was a pick six. And this is 10 years I guess it was 10 years to the week since the butt fumble at Jets Patriots from Mark Sanchez. And so you go from the butt fumble, and someone had a clever name for it too.
The fail Mary and the butt fumble.
Yeah, the fail Mary and the butt fumble. And if that doesn't sum up the New York Jets experience, I don't know what does, John.
Alex, they started the year with Aaron Rodgers, and currently we're on Tim Boyle. So it's been an interesting roller coaster of a season for the New York
Like
Jets. But
that, they might be the most pathetic franchise in sports. I think if it's not them, they've definitely secured their place in the top five.
they are not the greatest franchise. And like you said, Alex, when your iconic moments of the last 10 years are the butt fumble and the fail Mary, a little bit to be desired. That's all. And especially, put it this way, Zach Wilson looks like he might be making an appearance next week.
Yeah, right. Like, and I say poor Zach Wilson. Like the dude obviously wasn't ready and never should have been thrown into a starting role at any point last year. And then these things have a way of cascading. obviously you just expected to sit on the bench all this season with Aaron Rodgers in town, and got thrown right back into the fire. And but I think there was a stat, I don't know, like halfway through this Zach Wilson experience this year, that I think he started one more game, but his numbers were near identical to Jamarcus Russell, and that's not company you want to be in.
Definitely not. And the Jets, like you said, Alex, they're not a great experience right now. The fans are reeling, to say the least. Well, we'll see when they get another high-end QB or high draft pick QB in the door what they're going to look like. Because let's be real, New York fans, Aaron Rodgers is probably not going to be your QB, unfortunately. It's the Jets. But
he'll never play more than like 3 downs for them.
That's it. But Alex, I think that's enough about the lowly New York Jets. Let's dive in. It is Degenerates Corner after all. So, my friend, what did you have on tap for your best bet this week?
So, John, it's been a while since I pulled out an NFL teaser on this show. Granted, I was having decent success with them last year. This year, it's been slightly different story in my own recreational betting, but nonetheless, we're going to bring one back. And there's a lot of trash. Speaking of bad football, there's a lot of trash football games on the slate this weekend. Nonetheless, that's why God invented the teaser. And so we're going to start with a real trash football games. Titans Panthers, the total was 36.5. We're going to tease that under up to 42.5. So 7 touchdowns. Good luck with either of those sad outfits. Again, speaking of sad outfits, the Patriots and Giants, total of 33.5. We're going to tease that under up yet again to 39.5. So just a field goal shy of 42 points or 7 touchdowns. Or excuse me, 6 touchdowns. Math. Doing math on air is always a bad idea, John.
Hashtag girl math.
And so, anyways, you take, well, if you're not scoring the extra points, then 7 times 6, 42. All right. Either way, that aside, expect like a 16-10 slog in that Patriots Giants games. I think Belichick will have something for DeVito. Not that, DeVito could go down and lead 4 field goal drives and probably win the game. Nonetheless, and then we actually do have an over on the slate, John, even though in the traditional lines, I think overs are hitting at like a 60% clip this season. It's the highest rate at least as of a week or two ago, since 1991. But we're doing one over. We teased down the total in the Jaguars and Texans. It was 47.5. We teased that down 6 points to over 41.5. And again, just to reiterate, a teaser is you take 2 numbers. Ideally, you move the line through 6 numbers, through at least 2 key numbers, multiples of 3, 6, 7. 10's also a key number. So anytime you can do that for at least 2 key numbers, you try to do that. So we're going to move it 6 points, giving us 6 more points on those unders and 6 less points on the over. John, what's your best bet?
My best bet, we are looking at a single Premier League game. We're looking at Everton versus Manchester United. So lowly Manchester United, lots of injuries, a little bit of turmoil with the manager, Eric Ten Hag, and even their captain, Bruno Fernandes, getting called into question. So we're going to take Everton for the first time in a long time, stringing together 2 wins at plus 155 versus Man United. So that is our best bet this week, Alex.
Like it. Nothing I'm gonna tell you, because I'm not much of a soccer man myself, but may the odds be in your favor, John. Do you have a long shot or parlay for the people at home?
Oh, my friend, I have one. Well, I have a parlay for this weekend's, not the entire NFL slate, but we tossed together a few games. First, we're going to go to Saints Falcons. We're going to take under 41.5. Both teams, a little bit of small ball right now. Derek Carr, he's like the vampire of offensive football for some reason in certain cases, but for whatever reason, we're going under 41.5. What's up?
Especially on the road. I'm going to throw that in my parlay, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, keep going. Fire away.
Under 41.5. We're looking at the Chiefs versus the Raiders. We're taking the Chiefs on the money line there. Broncos on the money line versus the Browns. Broncos looking hot. Now they're pulling some things together. Still not an elite team, but we're definitely going to take them versus the Browns. Eagles on the money line versus the Bills. The Eagles, we're going to take an elite team here. Ravens on the money line versus the Chargers. And the Giants, we're gonna tease them up and cover the Giants to cover at plus 13. So get them at a nice number there that hopefully Mr. Tommy DeVito can cover. And Alex,
The
our
Patriots can't beat anybody by 2 touchdowns, let alone Tommy DeVito. So I think you might be
exactly,
safe there.
and that's my thought process here, buddy. So that total parlay is plus 1,200 this week.
Nice, nice.
What about you, my friend? What parlay or long shot are you looking at?
Yeah, so we're gonna throw 10 legs at you, mostly in the NFL. I threw one NBA game on later tonight as we're recording on the evening of November 25th, in case you feel like tailing. So we're gonna start a lot of John and I were of many like minds for a lot of these games. The one game I didn't think you hear, I didn't hear from you, John, was the Steelers and the Bungles.
No, I refuse to touch that shit after Joe Burrow's injury.
Well, I don't think maybe with a week of practice, Jake Browning shows us something. But for now, given the Steelers' ineptitude on offense and Jake Browning getting thrown into the fire last week, I under 36.5. I feel fairly comfortable there, under 5 touchdowns. We're going under 40, a lot of unders in this parlay. We're going under 40, under 44.5. Again, Colts, Bucks. It's in Indianapolis. Buccaneers are going the wrong way. Colts are, certainly limited offensively in their own right. Like John, I'm under 41.5 in the Saints Falcons. I got the Broncos on the money line, like John. We're going under 45.5. Rams Cardinals.
Ooh, I like that one too.
Again, just teams, not really playing for much. I did take the Eagles on the money line. The Bills, I think they're also in a bad way, like John does. We're taking the Chiefs on the money line over the Raiders. They're just simply better. And that freaking hardo, Brandon Staley, after that last performance, was like, all right, we're going to stop asking the question if I'm going to be.
How?
Like, of course I'm calling the defense. Like, well, you suck at calling defense. And stop going out for it on 4th down. All right.
How can you trust him against a team like the Ravens?
Exactly. And enjoy enjoy unemployment next year, bud. And then Monday Night Football, we're taking the Vikings at home over the Bears. I've made fun of Josh
Dobbs. His parents may want him in NASA, but man, he's fornicating all over the field right now.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs, hey, good for that dude. He's kind of like Geno Smith, but almost less of a track record. He just kicked around, was a 3rd-string quarterback on the Steelers for forever. So
yeah, something like that.
Gets his chance to play, and so good for him. And then we're going over in the one basketball game. We're going over 226 in the Pelicans Jazz. Just hope there's no defense being played. Yeah, that's kind of the I saw the Jazz play a real trash game against the Lakers, where I think they scored 43 points at halftime, and they only went under by 3 points.
Points.
And it effed my night up. But other than that, hopefully the Jazz playing a shittier opponent score some points. John, before we say goodbye, who wins the
Alex, wait. What's that number?
Oh, sorry, excuse me. That is plus 2384.
Oh, Jesus.
20 plus 23,284. Missed the 2 out there. Yeah, probably need readers at this point. I'm getting so old, John.
Yeah, you definitely cannot miss that too. That is a payout digit right there, Alex.
$1 will return more than $230, John. So we just need one.
Just need one, buddy. And then we're all going to the steakhouse. All right, buddy. Any John, closing?
No, I was going to ask you before we say goodbye. Who wins tomorrow's toilet game between your Giants and my Patriots?
Oh, Tommy DeVito. I think Tommy DeVito is going to manage to win this game. I really want the Giants to tank and get Caleb, but come on, man. Let's be real. The Giants are going to find a way to fuck that up. That's just how this is going to go. Belichick may have some master plan, but I think Tommy DeVito's got this one in the bag, man.
First, I was one of these people like, oh, we'll just pull out. No one's talked about Will Greer all season. Why do you start him? Patriots cut him today, so there goes the element of surprise there. I was with Belichick and being tight-lipped about not revealing my starter, but we'll get Mac Jones and he'll suck ass and probably should be pulled before the 2-minute warning at half, but then we'll just roll slog with it because the staff hates Bailey Zappi for some reason. Not that Bailey Zappi's any better, but Jesus, the guy came in and won 3 games last year.
He
So just,
won.
yeah, he came in and won a
Winning,
couple games.
winning matters to some degree.
Yeah, so just like, yeah, like at least worst case, just run him out there, and like you can't do. There's nowhere to go but up, John. Apparently, so
Not just that, he's literally playing Tommy DeVito. Like, he'll be fine.
yeah,
Like,
they'll be fine.
he'll be fine. Tommy DeVito's won a game though. Just keep that in mind, man. He beat those Commanders.
Yeah, and a lot of people beat the well. Everyone beats the Commandos, but the Patriots. So yeah, maybe I might want to pound the Giants tomorrow too as
Yeah, man.
dogs.
Yeah, man. You're in trouble.